welcome back. And now we're going to talk about enrolling at Platinum rank. So here's the most important piece to know about this rank. You don't stop enrolling. You still need to balance your time between the mentoring of your team and the enrolling. And so I think that this is really the first rank where time management becomes a core skill set. And probably if you break it out into percentages, your time is being focused about 60% of the time mentoring your team and really cultivating leadership on your team and helping to grow leaders. And 40% is still out there doing the inviting and the presenting and the enrolling. So when we were thinking about this rank, what we realized was that enrolling as a platinum leader really means that you are building likability and trust really quickly, because you don't have the same amount of time, right, that you might have in the past as you were building and just constantly sharing the oils and doing a lot of enrolling. Now you've got a lot more on your plate. What really comes into play here is your level of confidence and your posture. And I know we're talking a lot about that at this rank, because being a platinum leader means that you are visible, that you are confident, and that you're presenting the information very clearly so that people can decide whether they want to do business with you. So it's really about having, being somebody who is inspiring and who can confidently express that they can take somebody through the journey of learning about the oils and enrolling and then choosing their path in this business. So you want to still be focused on enrolling between 5 to 20 people a month. You do not want to fall out of that practice. So you're still creating opportunities for people to come out and learn about the oils. One of the things that you will want to definitely have in place by now is some sort of a system to track your leads, because as your time is becoming more limited, you can't just use, the Post-it notes and notebooks and all that stuff. You need to have some kind of a system in place. The best system to use when it comes to tracking leads is the one you're going to use. Now, some people will use spreadsheets and they'll track every lead in there. Some people will use their email system, and they are in a practice of checking in and following up with certain people every day. So they're always in that constant flow. Some people will use an actual system that they've invested in to track leads. So if you don't have a system, that is definitely a focus right now, so that you can stay in your flow of keeping people on a journey and keep enrolling people. Having said that, your team is going to have fallout. We all have it. You're going to have legs that are going to need some help this month. You'll always have legs that are not quite where you were hoping or expecting they'll be at. So this is why it's important to be a leader that continues to enroll. You will find that if you are staying in that flow, you will attract leaders who enroll as well. It's very hard to coach people on work that you're not personally doing. And I really feel that this business and our leadership is really about learning and living it first, and then being able to coach that. So you are still doing that at this rank. But here's the cool thing. You now have a pretty good idea of who you want to actually work with and who you want to attract. Because maybe you've had some people you've enrolled and it wasn't a great fit. Maybe you've had people who've wanted to do the business with you and energetically you're not aligned, and that happens. But it gives you great clarity on who you're wanting to attract into your business. So enroll on purpose. Really be clear about who you are and who you are here for and who you want to attract into your business, and they will come. People are now able to see a lot more about us as leaders than ever before, and you are likely quite visible because you are already a gold rank leader. So it's really telling your story in such a way, whether you use social media or you are really clear and paint a very beautiful picture of who you are as a leader at your classes. Whatever your way is, attract the right people into your team. And another key thing at this rank is obviously, you hear us talk about self-care when it comes to leadership. You've probably heard before how important it is to your success. And I really feel at this rank, you need to build in rituals that help you keep inspired, because inspired people inspire people. And so if your tank is empty, and we know at this rank, you've been hustling. You've been doing a lot of work to get yourself to the rank that you're at today, and to be helping others on your team find their way through their ranks, we know that there's a certain amount of hustle involved in that. However, it's equally important that you keep your tank full. And so spending time in personal development, especially right now at this rank that you're at, is crucial, because anything you do, whether it be 20 minutes in the morning or going for a walk after lunch and listening to an inspiring podcast, whatever your form is, that is always going to pour back into your team. Okay, so keeping yourself inspired so that you can be an inspiring leader is super important. And, again, it helps build your own confidence in what you're doing. So as you're enrolling people at this rank, just to recap, 60% of your time now is going to be in the mentoring phase, because you will have a lot of leaders who are emerging because you have shown them it's possible. And that's the beautiful thing about this business. As we rank advance, we show our team what's possible, and it excites them because they know that they can do it too. So look at the time you're spending right now, and look at the systems you're using for mentoring and onboarding people so that they can move through whatever pace they want as they grow. But then for you as a leader, it's not stopping the presenting and the enrolling side of your business. That is important right now to help with volumes where they're needed, and to also model for your team what you expect of them. As you continue to grow in doTERRA through the higher ranks, this percentage will continue shrinking. The enrolling process will shrink as you grow in doTERRA, because you will be enrolling leaders who enroll. So, again, what you're doing today is not what you'll always do, but this is where that tricky balance comes in at this rank, and where time management and self-care become very much a priority. So check in with yourself, ask yourself how you're doing in those two areas, and then revise your plan a little bit as you go for this platinum rank.